All right, day 64.
Morning.
Good morning. Hawaii just left, and we will see him up the trail at some point. And we had a near freezing night. It was pretty cold, but not, but the wind let up. So it's very comfortable now, but a bit chilly. Summit of Black Rock Mountain. Pretty awesome.
It's awesome.
So this volcanic rock, so volcanic means it came out on the surface originally, and when you get basalt forming on the surface, it's usually associated or often associated with not continental collisions that result in some of the mountain building episodes we've seen, but continents breaking apart. So it's beginning to spread, and you get this type of magma that makes it to the surface from deep within, down where all the Balrogs live. And so originally this would have been flowing out on the surface and cooling, and so there would have been a broad expanse of basalt flows and layers, and then of course in later mountain building processes and tectonic collisions, it would have been deformed and shaped into what it is now, and then buried and erosion, and then that results in what we're seeing now. But it's exciting to me because it's volcanic rock. Pay attention to the angles here, because this is something in geology that you see over and over again. So the angle here is 60 degrees, and the angle here is about 120 degrees, and that is created by the forces that the forces that you have on these rocks deep underground. So if you're an engineer, if you remember back at school, you took stress and strain, and if you're a geologist, you took structural geology. And so when there's pressure on a solid or a semi-solid, you get cracks that form, or joints that later erode into cracks. And the most common prevalent joint set is that 60 degree, 120 degree. And I'll show more examples of this, but throughout the Appalachian Trail, in the rocks, you see those same things, and that influences how these rocks crack, how they erode. It explains why in Pennsylvania you get all these pointy rocks, and also more examples of that. But a structural geologist will look at these, and they will discern what the forces are on these rocks throughout geologic time. All right, we have a hiccup here. I'm videoing. Okay. So it's a small hiccup. There are forest fires 40 trail miles up that way, and we're trying to figure out what to do. The trail is closed in 40 miles, and we're doing some research. Word has it that the fire is only 10% contained. It does seem hazy out here, and we can smell a faint bit of smoke. And so I think we are downwind of the fire. And again, the trail closes 40, at least as of right now, 40 miles up. And but tomorrow the wind's supposed to shift directions. Right now it's coming out of the northwest. Tomorrow it's going to be out of the southeast and moisture coming in. So some rain overnight tomorrow night. So we're going to Jen's car, which is just another 15 minutes up the trail. And so it looks like Hawaii's going to get a ride somewhere with Jen. And we're gonna look for the latest report, see if there's an update. But my inclination is to hike on, and if for some reason they don't have the fire under control, there's a road I can get out on ahead. I'm in a tramily, even if it's just for a day. Okay, there go Jen and Hawaii. And so the plan is Hawaii's gonna come back and try to pick up here at a later date. And I'm gonna go continue north, because as of the most recent update, which is soon, the only section closed is more than 40 miles north of here. There's an 8-mile section of trail closed. And so there's two opportunities for me to get off at Thornton Gap, and then in another 20 miles or so, there's another gap with a road. And pretty view. So that's the plan. I'm heading north. I'm hoping this fire situation will resolve with some wind shift tomorrow and maybe some moisture tomorrow and tomorrow night. We'll see. It's an adventure. Lunch. I'm hoping by the time these fall off of me, it'll be warmer. I won't need them. Unfortunately, that is the way I'm heading. It's going to take me at least a day and a half, so I'm hoping the wind shift tomorrow will make a difference. Look at those angles. 60 degrees. 120 degrees. Not an accident. And yet another good but smoky, hazy view. And from reading the news, it sounds like there's lots of fires in Virginia right now. So I'm probably looking at, like, over the ridge there. It's all smoky. That's where I'm going. Come on, bring on the rain. I'll even hole up in a shelter. I'd camp here if I had enough water with me. I'm in a mountain laurel tunnel. But you know what I'm not seeing is rhododendron. I wonder if I have walked out of the range of the southern rhododendron, or the ones you see in the south. That would be significant because they were a fixture in the south. And are these even mountain laurel? I'm actually not sure. Comments, please. Made it to the high top shelter. Just in time to get a little sunset over there. And I'm doing the first thing I always try to do is head down to get water. And I hiked for the last half mile with a guy named Quinn. He's a local. He's from around here. He was out with his dog. And enjoyed talking with him, and he's thinking about doing a through hike at some point in the future. Wow, how nice is that? Like a 6-inch pipe.